So now when we look at something like stress, if we look at it through lenses of Islam, then we look at the hadith of our Rasul firstly, and we see there is a model of how we can deal with stress. Because our Rasul, he said that the most severely tested are the prophets. And then after that are the people who are righteous. So the more righteous you are, the more severely tested you are. So the most stress that is given is to the people who are righteous. So that means that through the behavior, the character of the prophets and these righteous people, there should be some type of mechanism. There should be some kind of strategy of being able to deal with these types of stress. So very quickly, I want to kind of go through this, in a quick way so we can hit some very important points. If we look at one of the Anbiya, Younes alayhi salam, and, giving da'wah to a people who are rejecting you, we know as being a minority in the society, it can be difficult. It's stressful to give da'wah, to practice your religion, to be able to just stay afloat, so to speak, okay, with whatever practices that you want to do. So he was obviously in a very frustrated situation. He became angry and he left those people that were giving him angry. He left from them after giving them da'wah, and they kept rejecting him. And, to kind of fast forward, he gets on this boat. It ends up being that he has to now jump off of this boat in the middle of the ocean. And so he jumps off his boat, another stressful situation. He's on this boat. The boat is going through some bad condition. He goes, now jumps into the ocean, another very stressful situation, and he gets swallowed by a whale. So I don't think you can get, much more stress than that, going through all those different stressful situations. Now, he makes sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a place that he says that no one else has ever made sujood before. So he goes down in prostration to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So something for us to reflect upon, if he can worship Allah in a whale, if he can make sujood in a whale, I think, if I reflect on my own situation, I can probably ask time off, right? To go make, you know what I mean? It's sujood, like, okay, time off from work so I can go make sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, Younes alayhi salam, in that situation, he was angry. He's now in this stressful situation. They all have similar effects physiologically on you. So physiologically, when, again, the blood is rushing into the middle, you're not thinking very clearly. You're actually only instinctually, you're thinking, your brain is only functioning on a very instinctual level. So you can't do a lot of deep thinking or higher level thinking. So what happens when he goes into sujood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even physiologically, he's counteracting that effect. Because what is he doing? He's putting his head down and the blood is rushing back to his head. And now, when you're thinking clearly, he makes dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So we have to look at this because this is an important thing, because this is hikmah on this. There is, when you look at the wisdom behind making sujood, or even the hadith of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what was the advice of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam if you're angry? If you're angry and you're standing up, what should you do?
Sit down.
Sit down. And if you're still angry, what should you do? You should lay down. There's a big hikmah behind that. There's a big wisdom behind that. If you're really stressed out and a person is super stressed or scared, that's how they faint. Because all the blood is rushing to the middle, and so then the head becomes lightheaded and they faint. So going into sujood, and here if we look at the hadith of Rasulullah, and anger has a similar effect in terms of the hormones that are released, you're actually physiologically, by the one who designed you, by the one who created you, you're counteracting that effect of stress and becoming angry and all those different things, okay? So now you have also what happens is when the adrenaline becomes released in your body, you have glycogen, which is stored energy, it turns into glucose. Now it's all this free energy running around in your body. If you don't use that energy, it can be very harmful for you. So again, when you're going to sujood, and if you look at the acts of ibadah, there's action involved. There's action involved. And if you look at the Sunnah of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if there was something stressful happening with him, the community, he would always do something very positive. You put in positive energy.